Hello everybody and welcome back to Megaman Battle Network 5 Team Colonel. Now, in the last episode we had defeated both Colonel and Proto Man, and, well, we're still playing Team Colonel, but, as it is, time is, well, gotta start the next day and whatnot, because I haven't done that yet. So, the next day... Wow, today we fight Nebula. Hope I can handle it. I wonder why he hasn't contacted me yet. Speak of the devil. Lan, it's your phone. Lan. The ACDC Area 3 Liberation Mission begins now. You must free the area from Nebula's grip. This time, you're in charge of Navi Operation. Navi Operation? Beryl, you're not going to fight with me? Nebula has blocked standard access to the area slated for liberation. Only one person can operate navies in an occupied area. I would operate them myself, but I have to command the official at the national level. Wait, you mean I have to complete this mission alone? That is correct. I also sent Colonel to ACDC Area 2. Colonel will guide you on the mission. So you mean I'll be operating Colonel as well? That's right. But I'm not even sure if I can handle that. If you're having second thoughts, get off the team now. We have no time for cowardice. I thought you wanted to save your fatherland. I know that not just anybody can handle Colonel. But you defeated the mad scientist Wily and his World 3, destroyed the Net Mafia Gospel, and defeated Regal once before. With your background, I know you can handle it. Beryl, maybe you're right. I'll do it. I'll save my dad myself. That's the spirit. It's almost time. Jack in and head to ACDC Area 2. Roger. Lan, there's no time for mistakes. Rest assured. That's the spirit. I wish you success. Ka-chunk. Weep. Mega Man, are you ready? Yeah, let's go, Lan. First, let's find Colonel in ACDC Area 2. Jack in, Mega Man, execute. And, well, for obvious reasons that I'm going to explain is, well, yeah, if you're playing Team Proto Man, you're going to get essentially the exact same conversation. I almost said confirmation. My brain is still trying to catch up, because it has been a solid minute since I've had to kind of focus on more things at once. I don't want to, get a whole lot into it. According to my doctors, I'm apparently much further ahead than most patients after going through the amount of chemo that I have. Okay, this folder is completely different. So that's going to be fun, but no big deal. We can handle it. So. But, actually, let me get this. I'm getting distracted very easily because, like I said, I normally don't have a problem, focusing on multiple things at once. Usually that's how I work. But at the moment, my brain is, half dead, so it is kind of hard to focus on multiple things, which is very weird for me to say. Because I'm used to having, 5 or 6 things. Not really, but, at least, 2 to, at max, 4 things going at the same time. Which is so much fun when you're running all that. Heck, even before I went to the hospital, I was playing, I had, my computer going, my TV running with, a bunch of YouTube and stuff, and then 2 handheld game systems running Pokemon. Because why not? And actually, speaking of which, now that I've kind of gotten around to figuring out with emulators and stuff, because I've gotten a little bit more used to it now, compared to when I first started recording this, with Team Proto Man, is I can actually play Pokemon now, if I want to, which would be kind of fun. But anyway, there you are. This mission will be carried out by the 2 of us. We'll be liberating ACDC Area 3, which lies past here. Roger. Lan, you tuned in? Yeah, just like Barra told you on the phone. The success of this mission depends on your operation. I'm in your hands. No probs, leave it to me. Let's get this party started. Well, it sounds like you're ready. I'll show you how to proceed on this liberation mission. You'll learn the ropes after a couple of battles. Roger. Let's go, Mega Man. But how can I open that door? I mean, that's one way. Like this. Now go. Talk about slice and dice. So, yeah, and anytime before you head into a liberation mission... Lan, is it time for the liberation mission? You can't edit folders on the mission. Still okay? Yeah, once you go into a liberation mission, you're not necessarily locked into it, but, well, it's going to get explained here, and I'll explain more that doesn't get explained in just a second. So, yeah. Let's begin a liberation mission. This area is controlled by Blizzard Man. Defeating him will free the area, but Take a look. That's a dark panel. It's tainted by dark power. You must liberate those panels to get to Blizzard Man. Liberate? Stand by a panel and press A button to select the command. Liberate A. Viruses will pop up from under the panel. Deleting these viruses is called liberation. So, I've got to delete viruses to move ahead? Each Navi also has its unique liberation command. Screen divide for me, and longsword for you. And if you're playing Team Protoman, you'll have wide sword. Screen divide and longsword are the... or, not longsword. Screen divide and wide sword are the same thing. So yeah. These let you liberate a big area all at once. Take a look at the gauge up at the upper right. Those are order points. You use 1 point every time you use a special command. Some dark panels contain order points, so you'll be able to replenish them along the way. I'll go and give this liberation thing a try. Alright, good luck. Land, you're the operator, so stay sharp. Leave it to me. Press the R button if you want to operate a different Navi. Except for Megaman, each Navi lets you use their special chip just once on the custom screen. My special chip is Sea Cannon. Press the L button to check the area map. Press start if you want to cancel the mission. Roger. One more thing. Yes. Don't liberate if you're in a situation like this. Why? What's the difference? The more dark panels surrounding a Navi, the harder the battle becomes. Get it? I recommend starting a battle from the lower right. Gotcha. Understood. Ready, Mega Man? You got it. Your mission is to liberate within 7 phases. If you manage to pull it off, an official will give you a rare chip as a reward. Good luck. Now, as one fun thing is, the target phase is 7. You get the chip that you'll get is actually Blizzard Man's chip. You usually get the chip related to the Navi that you're facing, at least in the first part. Eventually we'll get more complicated things depending on the Navi that we're facing, but you know, you'll see that as we go along. But the minimum that you can actually beat this in is actually 5 phases, and if you do that, you'll actually get a special chip from Blizzard Man. And I am going to show this off real quick, is with the harder panels. Hold on, Lynn. Yes? Liberation battles are a bit different from virus busting. You have to beat all the viruses within 3 turns. Really? When the custom gauge is maxed, the custom screen opens. Also, if you delete all viruses within 1 turn, you will liberate all the panels around you. Alright, understood. I've got one more tip. It may help you if you get into a tight situation, but if you happen to be caught between enemies, use the L and R buttons to switch your Navi's direction. So the L and R button function changes on the custom screen. I'm counting on you. Now this is actually, this early on, a stupid decision, but it's around it. Press the L and R to switch. So yeah, this, my chips are kind of sucky, but hey, you know, this is what I decided to do. But the reason I did it this way is because, well, simply put, is while it is dumb and stupid to do it this way, you do have the option of taking on, like, harder viruses and whatnot, which can always be fun, and that wasn't supposed to happen, so now I gotta freaking... There we go. But yeah, nothing too crazy difficult. We liberated it. You're getting the hang of it. Let me tell you about dark holes next. Dark holes? Take a look over there. That's a dark hole. You have to delete them before you can fight the Darkloids. That's a guardian of the dark hole. Guess I better liberate dark holes right away. Guardians will attack closer enemies come first. They're pretty nasty opponents. I either try to take them out before the Darkloid's attack phase, or try to liberate dark holes in one shot. Okay, let me give it my best shot. Ironically, is when you get into the later liberation missions, is these guys are actually easier to fight than having to take on the actual, like, just regular panels, because viruses will get more and more difficult. Oh, shoot. Anyway, but Colonel, is his charge attack actually does, like, a little V shape. I didn't get to show it off there. But how his will work is essentially how you've seen all the enemies line up in a V, is he would target the Flappy, and then the residual damage would spread across the other two. Yeah, 1 turn liberation. And I found some Zenny. And in a liberation mission, all of the... I'll turn this area into a Nebula ski resort. Got it? But all of the panels are going to be the same thing. So no matter what, this panel that was right here will always contain a 500 Zenny. And the panel that we're about to get in a minute is always going to have, I believe it's 3 order points. So yeah. Again, this is not... Well, shoot. Okay, the dark panel is going to be much harder to take on, but we'll be fine. I was hoping to get a one-turn liberation, as ironically because I said, but my chip folder is complete crap right at the moment, so until we get to something like much better with a chip folder, you can definitely grind out and get something better, but it takes such a stupidly long time that by the time you actually would get it to it, it's just not even necessarily worth it. And you suck. But yeah, as you can see is with how Colonel's attack is working. Let's see. I'm gonna take you out first. But yeah, you can see with Colonel's charge shot is how that's working, as it divides into like a V shape to hit an enemy in front. So if you know how to work it, it can be pretty decent. Yeah, I liberated it. And Dark Holes will always take out a large chunk of area by them. So we get some order points. And I was right, it was 3. So now we're on phase 3. And I bet you're wondering is, you know, how am I going to take all this down in only 5 phases? Is you don't necessarily have to clear everything. The only thing that you're required to take out is the Dark Holes and... Ooh. Okay, this is going to be slightly annoying. Come back up here. Come up here. Or not, and we can just take damage instead, and that all gets wasted. Okay, that didn't work. Oh well. At least we didn't fail. That's kind of the worst thing I will say is about this. Nice job, you seem to be getting it. I sure am. If a Navi's HP is too low, choose pass. You'll skip a turn, but you also regain some HP. That makes sense. I'll do that. Huh? Hey, Colonel. What's that question mark panel? I'm not sure exactly, but I suspect it triggers an event. Or it might give you an extra HP or a chip. I see. Guess better liberate those too. You got it. Of course you don't have to if you don't want to. It's all up to you. And honestly, I always skip it because there's really no point, and you get a heart. So, Mega Man will always be the one to get that because there's really no point in wasting time going after other things. And you may be wondering why I'm not using order points to make things easier on myself by using, like, screen divide and whatnot, is because, simply put, I just never really use them all that often, at least in the earlier ones. They definitely do come in handy later, but working and not necessarily... Okay, yeah, I should say, at least in this early of the game, you kind of have to hope that you get a good chip selection to manage everything pretty decently, but, I mean, look at the order points they give you. They're really expecting you this early on to use them, but if you know what you're doing, there's really no point. I'm actually going to have Colonel take him on first, and then I'll use Mega Man for the encounter. Okay, yeah, I got this right. Booyah! Also, this is the one good thing about knowing how to do counter hits a lot, is the better you can counter hit, especially in the early game, the extreme it's going to help you. Is because, well... Right now, everybody's kind of on equal grounds. I would say is, like, you know, is Mega Man's no really stronger than Colonel. Actually, I'd say Colonel is probably the strongest. At least at this point. But Mega Man was definitely going to become your ace in the hole at many points. So, yeah... But that's when he's at full power. It's going to be a minute before we get to that point. And I'm going to have Colonel take this on because... Yeah. And I'm using the screen divide now is because realistically there is the chance that I probably don't get a good chip draw. And yeah, exactly. I did not get better damage output. There we go. And yeah, that's kind of why, because Blizzard Man, since he's much more difficult, I'm probably not going to make this in 5... what do you call it? The bonus panel. And we get order points. That's useless. What? No, wrong button. Yeah, because we're on phase 5 right now. Essentially, I have to deal 400 damage in 3 turns if I want to get the Blizzard Man SP chip. I didn't think you would make it this far. Whoosh! Blizzard Man, leave this area. I'll freeze you to the bone. Shouldn't it be to the data circuits, I guess, technically, since they're... Anyway, this is it, Lan. Get ready for battle. Let's do it. Oof. Okay, that's... We are... I don't want to say in trouble, but we're kind of at a point where I don't know if I'm going to actually manage this. We're going to cut this very close. Or I can screw it up entirely. God dang it. Ah! Whoosh, that was close, but I'm not that easy. You have 5 HP left if I didn't miss that one shot. Well. Shiver in my deep winter snowball. Well, simply because I had failed this, we are going to go ahead and just do the extra thing, which is this. Because, might as well, honestly. There really is no point to going over here, and honestly, I never do it, because normally I don't screw up that hard, but, you know, sometimes things happen, and it's whatever. And all of you have such little HP that it's like, who do I even go after? Either way, well, we're gonna get this just so that way I can have it, because why the heck not? And yeah. I will also definitely be showing off this because we won't be able to... Oh, hey, 1 phase invincibility. So essentially what this does is for 1 phase, so like say if so Colonel will be invincible up until the next phase, which isn't really going to happen because, yeah, obvious reasons. But for the first turn of battle, you're completely invulnerable to all attacks. And are you kidding me? Oh, where's the add function when you need it? We're only on turn 2, so we're pretty much good. And I win. Whoosh! I can't believe it! I can't lose! No! Yeah, I liberated it! Honestly, that is the first time in a long time that I actually have not managed to beat this in 5 phases. Anyway, good job. Here's a special reward from the officials. You got a chip for Blizzard Man B. To be fair, though, to get Blizzard Man SP, you have to do that perfectly. And if you miss the time limit, you just get a bunch of Zenny. So I believe it's, I want to say like 2,000, but you probably should look it up because I've never lost this in under 7 turns, except for like when I was like super young when I first played this game. So yeah, liberation complete. ACDC area is now safe. Yep, but ACDC area is hardly the only place occupied. We've only freed part of the Nebula controlled net. Our battle has only just begun. Right. I'll contact you as soon as the next mission is planned. Until then, keep sharp. Let's check out, Lan. Roger. Nice work, Megaman. And... oh, I forgot more story. So they've put the official hounds on the hunt. Little do they know, the net occupation is just one piece of the grand plan. Just try and stop us. Master Regal, preparations are complete. Very well. I'll be right there. Please excuse me. It's all going according to plan. But yeah, what I was going to say is, with the Liberation Mission, is when you start it, that's going to be several days past since Nebula claimed the land. In this age, the net represents the seams of cyber society, and its occupation was a very real threat. First our PETs were stolen, and a few days later the net gets occupied, school gets cancelled. Yeah, there's nothing to do anymore. I can't believe I can't do anything to help Roll. The more I think, the more I get worried about... I wonder if Roll is alright. Poor Mail. They'll be okay, Mail. Gutsman is there. He'll protect Roll for you. Yeah, and Glider's with her too. Yeah, I guess you're right. How about we go somewhere to get our minds off of this? Hey, that sounds like fun. But I only have my sub-PET. So let's go somewhere unrelated to Cyberworld. Good idea. Let's go to the swim in the ocean. I know a deserted island. We could go splash up a storm all by ourselves. Sound like fun, Mail? Yeah. Lan, you'll come too, right? We're depending on you and Megaman if something happens. Of course, leave it to me. Great, then let's go on. Gotta make hay while the sun shines. Let's get going. What? We're going right now? That's right, we are. It's not like we have anything to do here in town. Well, that's true, but... Okay, everybody, go back to your homes, and once you're ready, meet in front of the station. And step on it. Yeah, I'll be ready in a flash. Like, okay. Yeah, I guess I'll go get ready too. Mail, try to cheer up, okay? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I must be worried about Glide and Dice about Gutsman, but they're really trying to keep their spirits up. I've got to do my part and try harder. Right, Lan? Yeah. Lan, you'd better get ready quick too, or yeah, I will get upset. Too true. See you in a bit. Okay. This is a tough time for everybody. They lost their PETs and I have Dad to worry about. Megaman, we've got to get Nebula to save Dad and get everybody's PETs back. We can do it, Lan. Ah, Lan, it's your phone. I'll get it. It's me. Good work on the last Liberation mission. What's up, Beryl? Another mission? No, not a regular mission. ACDC area was free from Nebula's grasp, allowing private navies to visit the area at will. Patrol ACDC area, make sure all Nebula agents are gone. A patrol? Okay, leave it to me. Also, we're restoring the network deep inside ACDC Area 3. I want you to report on the status of that project. Talk to the programs working on the restoration to determine the progress of their task. Roger, I'll leave right away. I'm in your hands. Okay, Megaman, let's go to ACDC Area. Roger. Yeah, and more mail. But anyway, what I was trying to explain, let me tell you about dark chips. Dark chips can make your Navi very strong, but they also reduce the max HP permanently. If you continue to use dark chips, they will slowly begin to poison your body and soul. Eventually, you will become controlled by the dark soul. If you happen to encounter anyone selling these chips, ignore them. Remember, never buy dark chips. No, we're not at all. Oh, he's not here. That sucks. I mean, I know where somewhere I can go, but we're not going to do that right yet. But anyway, we're also not going to be going immediately to the net because I'd say that this episode's been going on for a little while, but I do want to freaking explain the one thing I've been trying to explain for the last 10 minutes is in the Liberation mission, like I explained at the start, is you can't edit your folder. But you also won't get any more explanations. So like if you go into a Liberation mission, go through all the dialogue and stuff, leave, fix up your folder, and then go back in, then you're just going to be placed into it and you just have to go. If there was like other story elements into it, then yeah, but more stuff will get explained as we go along with it. So yeah, but that's pretty much just it. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next episode. So until then, later.